everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers have every intention of walking out of today's game with win number 4 on the season. It's the Raiders going up against the Chargers. So with that, let's get you out to the stadium. Standing by tonight are our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Mission Valley area of beautiful San Diego, California. Tonight, we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here between the Oakland Raiders and the San Diego Chargers. One man in the backfield is Gordon. First down, Bridgewater. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. And here's a look at the starting offense. And on 2nd and 10 now. A second down throw for Bridgewater. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Time to meet the defensive starters for the Oakland Raiders. And you want to discuss one of their safeties.
I certainly do. Carl Joseph out of West Virginia. Always did a great job policing the middle of the field. A big hitter, knocked the ball away. But really added to his game his last year as a Mountaineer. Became a better cover guy and a better ball hawk before he got injured. They're really going to love him in Oakland.
Throwing is Bridgewater. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, it's Drew Kaiser on to kick it away for San Diego. Looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Carr now on 1st down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And Mr. Cooper, Amari, a headliner in this offensive unit.
Brandon, it's rare that you get guys so polished coming out of college, but Amari Cooper has carried himself like a pro probably since he was 6 years old. He is a terrific talent.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Carr now on 1st down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And we'll take a look quickly at the San Diego defense.
Corey Legion is rapidly making a name for himself as a defensive tackle. Knows how to penetrate upfield and disrupt plays in the backfield.
They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
The play clock's running down. Here's Carr to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and not have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders. Big boys down there in the trenches and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And the Raiders have got him. Khalil Mack with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Drew Kaiser now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he did get it back, I do think, yes. So no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a 1st down.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They go play action here on 1st down. He completes it to Boyd. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about him, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
On second down, here's Carr. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Joey Bosa in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. Now Carr on the bootleg. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's first and goal. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Ball spotted at the 4. It's second and goal. They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there. And it's third down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Well, now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. And this is Clark. It's Cooper. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. One man in the backfield is Gordon. Bridgewater. And right side, Henry's got it. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Bridgewater on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
On play action, it's Bridgewater. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended target. And now it's third down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Let's go.
On third down, Bridgewater. He's got time. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle, and they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on second.
We ready? Wide and yank. Wide and yank. Come on, baby.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
and a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, and that'll bring up second down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Second down run for Abdullah. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on third down. Play clock winding down. Throwing now is Carr. Letting one fly. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. One man in the backfield is Gordon.
Play 90. Tiger. Watch the ship.
Second down, Bridgewater. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Throwing, Bridgewater. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to San Diego after this timeout. Fresh set of downs here. First down, Bridgewater. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and that'll bring up second down. So 2nd and 10 here.
Let's go. Way 90. Way 90.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. So completion on second down, that brings up third. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Third and short yardage. Bridgewater. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
A run, it's Murray. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They go with Murray again. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A gain of 6 there on first. Second down and 4. And now they're in the hurry-up. The final shot here before half for Carr. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So we've reached halftime. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be a second down. Throw on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeremiah Tauchu in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
I see an extra DB on the field now for San Diego.
Yeah, indeed. From the gun, it's Carr. Under pressure, they got him again. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Here's Marquette King now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Fielded at about the 28. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two. As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Their dangerous wide receiver with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing on first down is Carr. And he slings one that's incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. That'll bring up second down.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They go play action for Murray. Now Carr on the crossing route. He hits his man, Amari Cooper. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Cooper's got it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here's Carr to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Second down now after the pass completion.
We ready? Ready, 18.
Carr to throw again. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it'll bring up third down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
This is fielded at the 7. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Going underneath for Gordon. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Ordinarily, the responsibility for not letting edge pressure disrupt the play falls on the offensive tackles. Their job, to push that edge pressure so far wide they can't either get to the quarterback or the runner, especially on a draw.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. 3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
On 3rd and short, the defense did a really nice job of telling the quarterback, we're not going to give you the short routes and throw it to the sticks. You're going to have to beat us throwing it downfield. What they didn't account for, his legs. He pulls it down and runs for a 1st down.
Bridgewater on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete.
Let's go. 180. 180.
Play action now. Bridgewater. Throw left side complete to Sharp. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. One receiver left is Hilton. To throw is Bridgewater. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
He'll try and punch it in. Gordon spinning past him. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
3rd and goal for Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal. And we're back now in Mission Valley and San Diego. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the 4th quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Carr now on 1st down. Ertz over the middle. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Now Carr with a give to Murray. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
All right, here we go. 56, 56, check, 56. Come on, baby.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. To Shepard, complete over the middle. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On first down, Abdullah. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Carr to throw on second down. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Five yards to gain here on third down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
We ready? Wide at the 8. Wide at the 8.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. And this is Shepard on the catch. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And Aguayo able to knock it through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Bridgewater now. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They'll send Hilton in motion right. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And incomplete on the deep ball. Ten yards still left on second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
On third down, Bridgewater. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Running out here on the play clock. A handoff to Abdullah. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. They go play action for Murray. Now Carr to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They come up in an offset eye. On first down, Murray. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Carr going to look to throw. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Tenth carry of the game now. Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Again, it's Murray. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Murray, the lone setback. Now Carr. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Oakland, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for San Diego, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL.